Hi, my beautiful friends. This is Jessica from Good Vibrations, bringing you your weekly twin flame reading. If you're new to my channel, welcome, welcome. I hope that you'll stay and become a permanent addition to the Good Vibrations community. Today is February the 5th, and we are also experiencing a full moon in Leo on February the 5th. Okay, guys, sorry, I wanted to turn on my second light. I noticed that I did not. So here we go. Grab your coffee, grab your drinks. I will stop to drink water throughout the video. Sorry, I'm catching some information in the initials. So I'm writing it down so that I don't forget. All right, guys. So for those of you that have been watching me for a little while, thank you for your continuous support and for still being here. The twin flame journey has definitely been a phenomenon happening all around the world. Many people over time have been waking up to this phenomenon, and many people have really wanted to connect with their twin flame or to be in a romantic connection with a partner that is a twin flame connection. Usually we have two individuals. We usually have a matrix twin, and then we also have an enlightened twin. The enlightened twin usually, but not always, is the female energy. And the reason for this is because females generally are more in touch with their emotions and their inner knowing, okay? So for the purpose of, basically the generalization, I will refer to the enlightened twin sometimes as she, okay? All right. The male twin, honestly, is aware of his sensitivity, but will not allow himself to embrace his extra sensory perception. Both twins possess a high level of intuitive and psychic abilities, even to the point that they are both aware of one another's emotions. And this is very, very, very true, okay? That both twins are aware of one another's emotions, including times that they are not physically together. Okay, this is why sometimes on the twin flame journey, people will feel what their counterpart is feeling. The matrix twin will typically reflect a part of the enlightened twin that she has not awakened. Okay, so for the feminines listening to this video, feminine energies listening to this video, this is important information, okay, for you, that the matrix twin will typically reflect a part of you that has not been awakened, okay? That's how the runner and chaser dynamic is created, okay? The matrix twin is somebody who's generally feels more comfortable in crowded social, instances. Okay, they're the matrix twin. They can be in crowds. It doesn't bother them. Where the more sensitive, the more highly sensitive twin, the feminine energy may not be able to spend as much time in social settings, okay? So the matrix twin, feels very comfortable in crowded places, crowded social settings, where she may not, though both of the twins are on the same level, okay? And both of them will withdraw when needed intuitively, okay? They both are highly intuitive. They both have psychic abilities, even if the masculine does not understand them, because, you know, they're the matrix twin. But it's these abilities, you know, psychic abilities, also include feeling each other's emotions, okay? So there are some awakened male twin flames that are not feminine energies, okay? You just see it happening more at a faster rate for the feminines. Let's go ahead and get started with the card portion. We do have love showing up here. Love, honestly, is definitely in the air. Venus has moved into the sign of Pisces, and Venus feels very, very comfortable in the sign of Pisces, okay? So here we have love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. And again, remember what I said earlier, that the matrix twin shows the enlightened twin, or the feminine, okay, what she has not fully awakened within herself. And it can take some time to get here, okay? It can definitely get some time to get here. I can tell you through my own twin flame experience that when I met this catalyst, the spiritual flame, we both could telepathically speak to each other. We both could feel certain things, even to the point that my matrix twin told me, you know, I can read your mind, right? And in the past, I had noticed that he was very intuitive. He would speak something out loud, something was going to happen, and it would happen, okay, even if he didn't recognize it himself at that present moment. The next card that's coming out is relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good, okay? Relationships. I'm attracted to those people who serve my higher good. I love these because, let's be honest, our twin flame is here to, it's a relationship to help us, okay, serve humanity, and also to serve ourselves for our own higher good. We're here to really expand and grow. I love this information that is coming through. Yeah, with the Venus and Pisces, guys, you could literally be falling in love, or at least feeling like you're falling in love, okay? And I know that may sound odd if you're on the twin flame journey and you're not in physical union with your counterpart, but love is in the air, okay? So you may feel very dreamy. You may feel super attracted to somebody new, and there's no shame in that, okay? And your twin's not going to shame you for it either. There's definitely love in the air. And usually when another soulmate comes in, or karmic lesson, karmic partner comes in, it is for the greater good of your evolution, because that person is coming in to teach you something that still hasn't healed within you. All right, so we're going to start looking into the masculine's energy. I like this for the masculine. the 8 of Coins. So he's really focusing on building. He's planting seeds. He's manifesting. We have the root chakra showing up here. He has had a lot of ups and downs with his financial gain. Okay, you can see there's mountains in the back, and so there's been highs and there's been lows and there's been dips and, you know, ups and downs when it comes to whatever this masculine's been trying to manifest. It's almost felt like a little bit of a roller coaster ride without a loop. Okay, but whatever they've planted is already in motion. Okay, they may not recognize that here in the present time as you're viewing this video, but if you are the masculine watching this video, just know that through the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs, the peaks, you know, and the valleys, that whatever you've been working towards, whatever you've been planting, it's yours. Your harvest is coming. Your rewards are coming, okay? Now, for the Matrix twin, hearing the word reward can have a very tangible meaning to it, because I have often heard from, you know, the masculine side, where's my reward? Okay, and that in itself is a very human response, and there's nothing wrong with that response. But I don't feel necessarily that we're always going to see a tangible reward. Sometimes the reward, it is tangible, but we can't see it because it's happening internally inside of us. And I can tell you that if you have been experiencing times of darkness, the dark night of the soul, and have been going through the collapse of, you know, old programming that you've been carrying for quite some time, that it can feel very grueling, like you've been putting in the work and putting in the work, and you've been trying to manifesting, and why am I not seeing what I've planted here in the physical realm? I guarantee you, if you're feeling happier, energetic, more joy, you're finding yourself, you know, growing successfully in certain areas of your life, your family is coming together, that's something tangible. You're just not seeing like monetary gain, or, you know, and you know that you could be wanting a physical connection with a twin if you're in separation, and that could be the reward that you're looking for. Then we have, I'll go ahead and take all the cards. We have the King of Cups. I love this for the masculine. The Empress, love this for the masculine as well. Very, very good. And the Sun, wow, the masculines are really, really, even if they don't completely see the shift that's happening, there's a beautiful shift happening. I see them, you know, being balanced in their emotions, okay? He is waiting for his Empress to fill his cup, all right? So that may be a hindering factor, because see how the Empress is here? And the Empress does want to fill this King's cup. But again, we have an Empress and a King. He's still quite not yet an Emperor in this energy. And you have her pouring into his cup. And he's waiting for the feminine to pour into his cup. And this masculine has to realize that he needs to pour into his own cup. And then we have the Empress and the Sun here. Wow, this is magical energy. I mean, the masculine is really stepping into his heart space. He's not necessarily wearing his heart on his sleeve, but he's connecting more to it. Sorry, it is pouring down here in the land of Florida. And what I really love about this is that he's starting to feel a sense of freedom, you know, and the freedom may not be monetary gain, but it's more something that's happening internally, spiritually, inwardly, you know. He feels happier. He feels joy. He's starting to feel success. He feels his energy levels shifting. Somehow he's been nurtured, okay? Maybe he's been nurturing himself in the fields of nature. But the generosity of his divine feminine has really shifted what's been going on internally inside of him, and he can now see the light. And he's coming towards the light. He's going towards the light. And not only that, he's finally ready to receive this love. Look at this lady here. You know, she's opening her hand to the sun. She's ready to receive what he has to offer. And the offer is an offer of happiness, because you both came here to be happy, because that's your birthright. This is your birthright, to be happy, to be full of vitality and energy. I love this. The messages are strong here, but they're subtle. And it feels good. Like I can feel the energy is just a very tender energy. This masculine definitely sees his feminine as all the queens. She embodies everyone, all of the queens. He sees her as beautiful, nurturing, generous, abundant, fertile. There's a lot of fertility and abundance here. So the masculines could be actually thinking about, because you have love and relationships, they could be thinking about having children with their divine feminine. My apologies. Let's see what the divine feminine has to say here. What's going on with her? The masculine has definitely a great array of colors here. You know, the red, you know, stability, the purple, the green, which you can see in the love card over here. And the indigo being in the relationships. Like, I really feel like this masculine is really starting to nicely balance out all of these chakras and really connecting to his heart space. And what I'm hearing is, I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive this joy, this happiness, this abundance, this love, this nurturing, this generosity, because he hasn't always been ready to receive. For a long time, he hasn't felt worthy of this type of love. He's been battling it. Ooh. Okay, feminines, here you go. You have a Tower, the Ace of Swords, which has been coming out a lot lately, the Four of Wands, which I love under this card, and the Magician. Wowzers, 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 wowzers. We have 4 major arcana cards here, so you can bet you that the universe is definitely surrounding this connection, okay? They are all up in your business, which is great. I really love this. So the feminine, I know the Tower card doesn't always seem to be a happy card. You know, we look at it and, you know, in tarot, it can be internalized and perceived as something bad happening. Sure, it can most definitely feel as something negative here in the physical realm because you don't expect it. You don't see it coming. It's all of a sudden something happens, and when it happens, it can be a little bit shocking to the human, you know, our adrenals, our, you know, cortisol levels. We're just like, how did this happen? You know, but the Tower here is telling me that some of the feminines are definitely going through divorces, separations. Some of them could be experiencing financial setbacks, such as bankruptcy, okay? And yeah, that doesn't sound very appealing to the ears, but I'm telling you, wherever it's going, it's heading into a beautiful place. Yes, here in the physical realm, it may feel like a setback, and you know, you may have to experience whatever emotions you need to process, you know, during the experience, the sudden, you know, change that's coming because it feels so chaotic, you know, and it can almost feel a little bit dramatic, you know, connecting to this energy. But basically, the feminines have been holding on for quite some time, waiting. The feminines that are in separation, many of them have been holding on to ideas, places, people, things, careers that just may not be benefiting them. You know, they've been afraid to take that plunge. So the universe is like, okay, we're going to help you take that plunge. So they walk you to that edge, they get you there, and basically do this to you, flick you off that edge, and it just feels shocking to the system to go through this. But by going through this, experiencing this sudden change, you get some type of clarity. Truth comes out, and this clarity brings stability. Okay, it brings something stable. So through the chaos, through the upheaval, through the sudden change that happens, you have some type of breakthrough that brings some type of mental clarity. And when that happens, then it opens you up to something new. Okay, new ideas, new possibilities, and whatever it brings, whatever breakthrough, clarity, it allows you to focus on something different. It allows you to focus on this Four of Wands energy, home, your heart space, transformation. You have this Four of Wands here with the butterflies and the castle. Okay, she's looking at her castle, and she's walking through the 4 pillars. And as she walks through the 4 pillars, you know, it's her light. Okay, because the feminine's like walking in the darkness. Okay, she's the light in the darkness. And look at the butterflies. The butterfly spends an extensive amount of time in a dark, gooey cocoon before it transforms into its authentic form. So whatever happens when this type of communication comes through, there's something that this feminine is cutting out of her life. She may have been, you know, possibly forced by the universe to do so, nudged, but she does it. And in doing so, breakthrough, clarity comes through. And her focus shifts towards her rite of passage. She starts celebrating and understanding that the castle is not too far away. And she recognizes that she is manifesting and co-creating her reality, her rite of passage in the present moment. It's beautiful, beautiful energy here. Feels really, really, really good. Like, it's been a while since I already feel it. February just feels so much lighter. Don't get me wrong. February is going to pass by at the speed of light. Okay? But she feels inspired to connect. Not only inspired to connect with herself, but she understands that she can connect with her twin flame telepathically. She can communicate. The line of communication is open. By experiencing this tower, this moment of truth and clarity, and understanding that this is part of her rite of passage here in this lifetime and the coming lifetimes to come, she now feels inspired to take action. Yeah, so this tower brings a revelation, because both the tower and the Ace of Swords are talking about having some type of breakthrough. So there is a revelation that is coming from the feminine energy. The next card we have is forgiveness. Each soul holds the key of forgiveness. Not just forgiving themselves, but also their twin. It's not a time for blame, but to experience a greater awakening of self-consciousness for both. Absolutely. It's very easy, okay, to blame our counterparts, that they're not doing the work, they're not conscious enough, ... It's easy to get in the blame game. Okay, but there's a lot of components here. Okay, first one would be, are you really on the twin flame journey? And if you are, is the person who that you felt or thought was your twin flame truly your twin flame? So a lot of times people also experience a false twin flame. And then there's people who get their emotions mixed up in this, you know, and it starts playing head games with them. And they start believing that somebody's their twin flame when it's not their twin flame. I personally experienced this a lot in 2022 and 2021. Thankfully, in 2022 and so far in 2023, I no longer have, you know, a million men thinking that I'm their twin flame. when I know I'm not? How do I know? Because you just know, you know. When you meet your twin flame, you will both be physically attracted to each other. You will both be physically attracted to each other. It will be undeniable, the chemistry. It will be so undeniable, at times it can almost be perceived as unhealthy. We have compassion coming up. Unconditional love is the greatest gift of compassion that can be given by each twin, as both evolve to many challenges of self-growth that lie ahead. Absolutely. And look at this, 4-4, 8, 8, 8. So some of you may be seeing 8, 8, 8 a lot lately. Both twins will have that attraction to each other, okay? It's not going to be one twin, you know, is attracted to one, you know, one person, and the other twin's not attracted to the other person. The attraction is there for both counterparts. And you cannot force your twin, okay, in the physical realm to love you. And I found that when I've had these false twin flames, or false people believing that I was their twin flame, you know, they felt like they needed to convince me that I was their twin flame, and somehow I was wrong about the person that I felt was my twin flame. Okay, you don't have to convince your twin flame. They may not show you directly, you know, because they're the matrix twin. They may not understand, hey, we're twin flames. They may not understand that verbiage, that word, that label, but they have an understanding that there's something there. Or they would have never been able to naturally read your mind, and vice versa. And then we have expectations. As each soul awakens in their own time, one of your greatest tests is allowing the other freedom to have time and space alone on their journey to self-love and self-alignment. And earlier in the masculine's energy, we have the sun and we have these horses. And I brought up the term freedom, okay? And look at her extending her arm up to the sky, okay? The horses are representing the freedom that each individual is giving to each other, the time and space for each one to go and experience their journey individually, to align themselves to self-love and to align to self-alignment. You can't rush the process, you know, for multiple reasons. We have counterparts that are in human bodies, including ourselves, you know, and you know, we wonder why it takes us so long to, why it takes humans so long to learn, you know, and evolve in the physical realm. Well, most humans are running on autopilot through the conscious mind, okay? The conscious mind moves at a snail pace. The subconscious mind moves at the speed of lightning, okay? That's why it's so important that we start deprogramming our subconscious mind and reprogramming it. And if that's something that you're interested in, you can go into my description box where you will find my website, and I can help you with that. Okay, I haven't added hypnosis to my menu just yet, but hypnosis is a great tool to help you reset, rewire your conscious mind. Okay, it's not, and I'm currently offering Emotion and Body Code, which is also something that's very vital when it comes to reprogramming your subconscious mind. And that is available on my website. All right, so let's go with the masculine first. The planets are activating us to heal and bringing us closer together. Surrender to the changes. I feel like this was in last week's reading as well. And then we have, I've been so grounded all my life. It's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. What was I saying earlier? Also, you may be seeing 1010 a lot, but what was I saying earlier? The masculine may not understand, the matrix twin may not understand, okay, the connection, the verbiage, the terminology. Remember what I said, your true twin flame, the attraction will be there for both of you, and it will be undeniable, okay? Undeniable. They won't be able to deny it. They might deny it verbally. Communication. Words have hurt me in the past, and that's why I fear talking to you. So the feminine here, she may have said something to this masculine that kind of pierced his heart a little bit. But I do have to say that he probably needed to hear it. He just didn't want to hear it. And then we have Maras. This situation is being caused by both of us. Look at your own role in this situation to help us change. Again, remember, the matrix twin here comes, okay, to typically reflect a part of the enlightened twin that she has not awakened within herself. Earlier, there was something about not blaming right here. It's not a time for blame, but to experience a great awakening, a self-consciousness for both. You're both playing a role, even if you can't see it. And even if you get triggered and you know, you want to feel like the person who's been doing most of the work, okay? Here comes the feminine. You also may be seeing 222. We have Maras coming up. As you surrender your 3D expectations, I surrender to our 5D expectations. Absolutely. So here we have two people, the matrix twin. That is the 3D expectation. That's the 3D expectation, the matrix. And then we have, I surrendered to the 5D connection. So she's saying, I'm surrendering to my 5D connection. And then we have communication again. Neither one of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid to express ourselves? Yeah. The feminine may have cut off communication with the matrix twin because of that Ace of Swords. Again, we have Maras again. Our inner children are crying out right now. We both need to comfort them and become the parents. And then again, we have communication. When our conversations are lighthearted and playful, it eases the tension that is sometimes there when we talk. So sometimes your conversations can be overwhelming and too heavy for both of you. Then we have guilt. Don't let guilt get in the way of happiness. Ooh, this video has gotten quite so long. I had too many cards fall out. So I'm just going to pick one more, and then I'm going to do just zodiacs and initials. Remarkable. Notice everything remarkable about your relationship. Absolutely. So maybe one of the messages here that's clearly being given is that instead of seeing everything that each one of you are not doing, what you feel that you're not getting in the physical realm from your partner, that you focus on everything you have gained, even through the 5D experience, you know. Examples, when I met my twin, I was making a whole $10 an hour working in a produce department, and all of a sudden meeting him propelled me to really heighten myself in my career field. And within 2 years, I was a human resource director. So that is something very noticeable to me, that energetically, that's something that he's very confident in his work. He's very confident outwardly. Not saying that he's confident internally, because I'm sure that there's work to be done, but he was very, very confident overall. And it was like his confidence rubbed off on me and set me into motion, okay? And from that time, I've been doing, and I've been going, and I've been shifting, and I've been growing and morphing. And I do remember that. And I'm very grateful for that. All right, zodiacs that are showing up here today are Capricorn, Cancer, Taurus, Sagittarius, Pisces, Aquarius, and Libra. Initials coming out: M.S., Mississippi, J.C., C.J., F.R.Y., N.L.U.O.D. We do have New Orleans showing up. No showing up. CJ showing up. Fry could be somebody's last name, but somebody may like literally work at a place called Fry's or Friars. That's what I'm hearing. South Carolina, North Carolina showing up. New Jersey and New York. Mo, M-O. I am hearing something about loud, something about undo, because we have N-U-N-D-O, so they wish they could undo something. The cloud is here, but I feel we have cloud, so they may feel like they've had a cloud over them, or you may be feeling like you've had this cloud over your head for quite some time. And then the word uncloud. So I feel like part of the breakthrough that's happening, whatever clarity is coming in, whatever, breakthrough mental clarity is coming in, it's going to uncloud all that fog, okay? We do have Joe, J-O, and then we have John, J-O-N. All right, guys, this video got much longer than I expected. We do have cry, C-R-Y, so we could have somebody here that, is crying over this connection or does cry. And as many of you do know, that that does happen a lot in this type of connection, because it can be a very painful experience to the physical body, okay? The soul is evolving. Somebody may have muscular sclerosis or may have that diagnosis. All right, I think that this is where I'm going to leave it. I love you so much. Please be nice to my friend, who's my friend you are. And if you would like to join me on my other platforms, such as Instagram and Patreon and Facebook, just go into that description box and you will find the link tree that will connect you to all of my platforms. I love you guys so much. See you next week.